You're tuned in for another deep dive. And today, well, we're digging into something that seems pretty straightforward, maybe. The art of giving compliments.
Yeah, it's one of those things we do all the time, or maybe should do more often, but don't always think about deeply.
Exactly. We listened to this great conversation between Jack and Emma on their English podcast, their English learners, and their chat about giving and getting compliments was surprisingly insightful.
It really was. They touched on why it matters, how to actually do it in simple ways, and even, how to react when someone says something nice to you.
Which can be awkward sometimes. So our mission today is to unpack their conversation, pull out the key stuff, and see how it applies to, well, building connections and maybe even feeling a bit better ourselves.
And it taps into that desire we all have, I think, to learn efficiently, but also get those aha moments.
Yeah.
Compliments seem small, but the layers are interesting.
Totally. So let's jump in. Emma starts off with something we kind of already know. Compliments make people feel good. But then she links it directly to building connection and trust. What's your take on that starting point?
Oh, I think Emma's absolutely right to link feeling good with trust. I mean, think about it when someone gives you a real compliment, something genuine.
Yeah.
It shows they've noticed you, not just seen you, but noticed something positive. And then they actually say it out loud. That little action, it creates a bit of warmth, doesn't it? A feeling of goodwill.
Goodwill, yeah. Safety, maybe. Like this person sees something good in me.
Exactly. Safety, goodwill. Those are the building blocks for trust in any relationship, big or small. It's like a little validation hit.
Okay, that makes sense. But then Jack seemed a bit surprised when Emma suggested that giving the compliment makes the giver feel good too. She called it spreading good energy and getting it back. Is that just being nice, or is there more to it?
Oh, there's definitely more. It's not just about politeness. Psychologically speaking, when we do something pro-social, something helpful or kind for others, like giving a genuine compliment, it often triggers the reward centers in our own brains.
So it actually feels good chemically.
Pretty much. It gives you a sense of satisfaction, of connection. Mm-hmm. It reinforces that positive social behavior. So yeah, you're spreading good energy, but you're also getting a little boost yourself. Mm-hmm. It's reciprocal.
Right. It's like Emma said, everyone likes to feel seen. These little moments, these small compliments, they add up. Little victories in relationships, she called them, like building up a positive bank account.
That's a great way to put it. A positive emotional bank account. Each sincere compliment is a small deposit. Do that often enough, and the relationship gets stronger, more resilient.
Okay, so we get the why. Let's talk how. Emma gave a super simple formula. I like your, and then add something specific.
Yeah, like I like your smile, or I like your jacket, even I like your energy.
Jack thought it was simple, but, nice, effective. Why does that basic structure work so well, do you think?
Well, it's direct. I like. Because no doubt it's positive.
Yeah.
And adding the your plus something specific, the jacket, the smile, makes it personal.
Right. Not just a generic, you look nice. It shows you actually looked. You noticed.
Precisely. Mm-hmm. It feels more genuine because it's grounded in an observation.
Then Emma gave another pattern. You're really, plus an adjective. Jack jumped in with examples like, you're really kind, you're really smart.
And Emma called adjectives our best friends for giving compliments, which is kind of a fun way to put it.
Yeah. Why are descriptive words like that so key?
Because they pinpoint a specific quality. Instead of just a general thumbs up, you're highlighting a particular trait you admire in that person.
So saying you're really thoughtful is better than just you're nice.
Generally, yes. It carries more weight because it's more specific. It gives the person clearer, positive feedback about what you appreciate. Adjectives add that richness.
They came up with a good list too. Kind, smart, funny, creative, strong, friendly, thoughtful, brave, cool. Lots to choose from.
Definitely a good toolkit.
But Emma didn't stop there. She suggested complimenting skills. Things like, you're great at cooking, or you're amazing at drawing.
You're good at listening was another one.
Yeah, and Jack pointed out that those skill-based compliments feel very real. What's the difference there? Complimenting a skill versus, say, their smile.
That's interesting. I think complimenting a skill often acknowledges something the person has worked on, something they've developed, effort, talent, practice.
Okay. So it's not just something they are like having a nice smile, but something they do or have achieved.
Exactly. It validates their competence, their dedication in that area. So it can feel more substantial, maybe more earned in a way. That might be why Jack felt it was very real.
That makes a lot of sense. It ties back to Emma's idea of really seeing the person, their efforts. But then Jack brought up a really common worry. Sounding fake, like you're just saying it to say it.
The sincerity problem.
Yeah,
that's a big hurdle for some people.
How did Emma tackle that? What's the secret to not sounding, insincere?
Her advice is pretty simple, actually. Just be honest. Find something you genuinely notice and appreciate, even if it's small.
So don't force it. If you don't genuinely like the jacket, don't compliment the jacket. Find something else.
Right. Authenticity is key. People can usually tell when you're just going through the motions. Sincerity, even in a small compliment, usually comes across.
And she also said, keep it short. No need for a big speech. Jack's example was perfect. You did a great job today. Simple, effective.
Yeah, brevity helps. A short, clear, real compliment often lands better than something really flowery or over the top.
Why is that? Does long antics sometimes?
It can. Sometimes really elaborate praise feels, a bit suspicious. Like, what's the agenda here? A short, genuine comment just feels more spontaneous, more heartfelt.
Okay, good tip. Keep it real, keep it concise. Now, Emma also mentioned compliments aren't just for face-to-face. She talked about online, social media.
Right, leaving comments like, you look great on a photo, or your post is really inspiring.
Jack even said he made friends online just by leaving kind comments. How does that digital space change things? Is an online compliment different?
Well, you lose the nonverbal cues, obviously the smile, the tone of voice, but it still provides that validation. And in some ways, because people curate their online presence, getting positive feedback there can feel really good. Jack's story shows it can definitely build connections, even start friendships. It's another avenue for that positive reinforcement.
Interesting. Okay, so we've covered giving compliments, but what about getting them? Both Jack and Emma admitted it can feel awkward sometimes.
Oh, definitely. Many people struggle with receiving praise. They deflect or downplay it.
Yeah, this old thing, or it was nothing. We do that, don't we?
Like you. But their solution was, again, beautifully simple. Just say thank you.
Or, that's so kind of you.
Exactly. Short and sweet works for receiving, too.
Why is just saying thank you so effective? It feels almost too simple.
Because it acknowledges the giver's kindness without making a fuss. You accept the positive gesture gracefully. It doesn't deflect, it doesn't minimize, it just accepts the goodwill.
Keeps it simple, keeps it positive, and lets those good vibes in, as Emma said, accepting it as a small victory.
Yeah, I like that framing. Allowing yourself to receive positivity is important. It's almost a skill in itself, learning to just accept a compliment without feeling the need to diminish it. Or yourself. It's a form of letting yourself feel good.
Letting good vibes in. It ties it all together. So Jack and Emma wrapped up by saying this whole thing, giving and receiving compliments, is a beautiful skill. More than just language, it's about connection.
Definitely. Connection, positivity, recognizing the good in others and letting them know.
And they stress the power of just a few kind words. That small actions, big changes idea again. Baby steps every day. What's the big takeaway for you from their whole discussion?
For me, it's that consciously using compliments sincerely is a really fundamental social skill. It's not trivial. It's a tool for building better relationships, a more positive atmosphere around you. And it highlights that these small, intentional acts of kindness really do add up. They make a difference.
So for you listening, we've kind of unpacked how these simple, honest compliments can pack a surprising punch, good for the other person, and actually good for you too.
Yeah, it boils down to noticing something real, saying it clearly, saying it concisely. Doesn't matter if it's in person or, a quick online comment.
Right. Which leads us to a final thought to leave you with. Think about today. What opportunities might pop up for you to offer a genuine compliment?
Just a small observation, maybe. Something you notice about someone's work or their attitude, or even just their energy, like Emma said.
What small thing could you share that might just brighten their day a little bit and maybe strengthen that connection even slightly?
And maybe reflect on how that small action fits into your own desire for, positive interactions and maybe even a little personal growth, something to chew on.